This is a story called To Help the Poor and Needy. JC is a little girl who has just celebrated her 8th birthday, and she got everything she wanted and more. One day at school some new kids started, and none of them were wearing the school uniform. The clothes they were wearing clearly didn't fit them, and they were filthy. The older girl, Ellie, was in year 4. The other little girl, Ivy, was in JC's class, and the little boy, Callum, was in the reception class. JC's teacher asked Ivy, why aren't you wearing your uniform? I don't have one, miss. Why don't you have a uniform, Ivy? Because my mum can't afford to buy us one. Okay, Ivy, you can sit down now. JC heard the whole conversation, and when she went home she said to her parents, "There's a new girl in my class and her family are poor. Her clothes are always dirty, and her brother and sister don't have a school uniform. I was wondering if me, Marcel and Colby could give them some of the clothes we don't wear anymore, and some toys that we don't play with anymore." "I think that's a lovely idea, sweetheart." The kids went upstairs and sorted some stuff out, and took them round to Ivy's house. Their parents went with them and explained why the kids wanted to give them the stuff. The kids' parents couldn't believe their kindness. Marcel is 10 years old and she found an old school jumper that was too small for her, along with some old trousers, skirts, blouses and dresses for school that were also too small for her. Colby was 6 and he too found some old school clothes that didn't fit him anymore. All the kids, Ellie, Ivy and Callum, now had full school uniforms. JC knew there was more people out there who were poor and needy, and she wanted to help them. She got her friends to bring old clothes and toys that they didn't need anymore to her house so that everything could be given to the poor and needy. Within a couple of days they received about 50 bags of old clothes, toys and books. The kids at school brought bags of stuff to school for JC to give out. One day JC had another idea. She thought that the whole school could have a fundraiser to raise money for the poor and needy. All of the teachers, including the headmaster, thought it was an amazing idea. It took some organising, but a few weeks later on a Saturday they had their fundraising event. There were stalls selling things like old toys and games, old clothes and shoes, including old school uniforms. There was a tombola stall, sweet stalls, trampolines, bouncy castles and lots of other stuff for everyone to enjoy. By the end of the day they'd raised £30,000. After that day, the school held regular fundraising events in need of the poor and needy. The local churches and other schools also held fundraising events for the poor and needy, which were also a huge success. Of course, JC helped to organise some of the events, and she attended as many as she could. No one could believe that an 8-year-old girl could organise huge successful events. In the summer weather permitting, they always had trampolines, bouncy castles, polar rides and small fairground rides. Each event went really well. A lot of the kids donated their pocket money and their chore money. JC's parents were very proud of her, and so were the school. The school was so proud of her that they gave her an award. A few years later JC moved up to high school, but she continued with her fundraising. She organised most of the events herself, but the adults had to organise the big stuff, like the rides and stuff. All this fundraising never got in the way of Jessie's school work, because she did exceptionally well all the way through school. She has just finished sixth form college and she has been accepted into university to study business studies. She has said that when she has kids of her own, she will teach them all about kindness, giving and helping others. She still does her fundraising and she has said that she will never stop, even when she's really old. So far over the years she has raised over £1 million to help the poor and needy. She's hoping to raise a lot more by making each event. Making sure each event is bigger than the last one. The end. Thank you. Sorry guys, I've got a bit of a sore throat, but never mind.